At 17, as a teenager, you're still kind of going through stuff, trying to figure out, who you are, what you're going to do with your life, and basically being told that you're going blind was not exactly what you want to hear at 17. My name is Jessica. I have been using eSight for about a month now, and my visual acuity with my prescription glasses anyway is 20/175. I'm a bank teller, and so I do a lot of things on the computer, and before eSight 4, looking at people's driver's license and state IDs was so difficult because on IDs the print on there is just so tiny. And so being able to read the driver's license numbers, because sometimes, we have to put that in the system, or we have to write it on a check if they're cashing it or something. I'd have to have it super close to my face, or use my hand magnifier to be able to magnify what I'm looking at and still be able to write. But it was so hard because then as I'm writing, the paper might start sliding as I'm trying to write, so I'm not writing clearly. Using the eMPOWER program to get my eSight 4, it was, it was kind of intimidating just because I've never actually done any kind of fundraising for the amount of money that I was going to fundraise for. The first day, I already had raised over $1,000, and I was so excited because I'm like, oh my goodness, it's only been one day and we're already, over $1,000 there. And, I started getting more and more excited, but then I'm like, what? It was the first day though, and the momentum's probably going to just plummet from here. But then a coworker came up to me at work, and she was like, so how much money have you raised already? And I told her how much I raised. And she's like, oh, okay, and the next day she's like, hey, so do you believe in angels? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And she's like, so my husband and I decided that we're going to donate $3,000 to your glasses. I'm like, oh my goodness, you're joking. There's no way you're going to do that. And she's like, yeah, we are, because we just felt like what's a better gift than giving somebody the gift of sight. After that, all of a sudden it's I don't know if people just got more motivation just because I was so close or what, but the money just kept coming and kept coming. And 2 days later, I was completely paid for. It was actually even over how much I needed to raise to be able to get my glasses. And it was so exciting because it only took 4 days total. With the eSight 4, I'm able to look at screens and stuff without actually zooming on an actual computer. I can zoom with my eSight 4. It's been such a wonderful experience. I'm able to, read regular books now and, use the contrast and things like that on my eSight 4 to be able to actually read the books and actually focus on them and remember what I'm reading, and, watching TV and actually walking down the street and just doing my job at work has just been so much easier with the eSight 4. And then with my cats, he is just the wildest thing. And so I always have to keep an eye on him and see what he's doing because he gets senses all sorts of things. And so with my eSight, I actually can tell where he is and what he's doing and be able to catch him when he's doing something wrong. Instead of beforehand, I'd have to get up and actually kind of find where he was and see what he was doing. But at that point, he would run and I wouldn't be able to scold him. I'm looking forward to the day when, it's a normal thing for visually impaired to be able to, afford things like eSight 4 or be able to, accept the fact that they are visually impaired, and more are getting the confidence to be able to, walk around and embrace their, visual impairment.
eSight is clinically proven and worn by thousands of people who are legally blind with conditions including macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy, Stargardt's disease, and many others. Visit eSightEyewear.com to learn more.